All right, that's weather. Allison, let's learn about the garden.
All
Over to
right.
you.
How does your garden go, Tucker? It doesn't cost a dime, and it can help make your spring garden even more beautiful. We're talking about composting, and our garden expert, Derek Thomas with Thomas Landscapes, joins us this morning with some tips on how to get started. And I'm put on my gloves as I say good morning to you.
Yeah, we're gonna put the gloves on for this segment.
Okay.
And you know, this is a good one. People following me on Twitter at Thomas Garden Guy. So go ahead and follow me. It's been, you know, it's been the buzzword has been composting, and is this a good time to do it? And absolutely it is. You know, and the reason that we compost is because, as you said, you can get some free, beneficial earth from things that you would normally throw away.
Right.
So, you know, down here we have a finished compost product that many people do get for their garden. And what we're going to try to do is actually recreate that. And they have things like this compost bin, which is a really neat one. This one is put out by Fiskars, and it's kind of interesting because what this does is it actually, I'm gonna put it here and take this one off also. Let's see here. It pops up so that you have a bin,
okay. Yeah.
and then it has the holes. And one of the things that it does have, Allison, is the meshing, which is very, very important, is the air circulation when you're composting.
Okay.
You have to make sure that your compost is getting air, otherwise it will rot. So that's one of the mistakes that a lot of people make when composting. The other thing that you want to make sure is that to get a really good compost mix, you need 30 parts carbon to 1 parts nitrogen.
Okay.
I see a lot of people using the veggies and stuff. So like say you do a salad and you cut all of this away and you can use this top and they're putting all nitrogen into the compost.
Okay.
Once again, it's going to cost it, you know, it'll make it rot.
How do we know what we're putting in here, Derek?
Well, the way to know is that all of these plants that have now turned brown, the nitrogen has expelled itself out of the plants, and you're dealing with just the carbon.
Okay.
So like this, that was chives. You can cut some of that for me, Allison.
Okay.
The chives, for instance, or
Cut it
the
where, Derek,
grasses,
here?
you can cut anywhere along those stalks. All of that's good compost material.
Okay.
And then cut that up in about 1-inch pieces and add it to our leaf pile that we've got here.
Okay.
Now, with the nitrogen, what you want to make sure, and this is some of the old parsley, where the parsley's green, it's loaded with nitrogen. Where it started to turn brown, that's actually turned to carbon.
And give us the formula one more time. Nitrogen to carbon?
It's 30% carbon to
Okay.
1% nitrogen
Got it.
is going to make you a very, very happy compost pile.
Okay.
Now, some of the trimmings, say, of your veggies, your leafy vegetables that you would end up cleaning away and getting rid of, that can be added into the compost pile. And the reason that I like to cut mine or pre-cut, and it's not a necessity, but the reason I like to kind of trim mine up is because it makes it become compost sooner. Now, this is going to be ready to go about next summer. You'll be ready to put this down on your garden, and your garden will thank you for it, because what the compost has, it has a lot of the organic material that the plants need to thrive, because soil is consistent of, you know, inorganic materials, and then these are the organic materials that we want to add in, and that's why you compost. What you want to make sure is when you do your compost pile, you get out there about once a week and you turn it, because what that's going to do is that's going to mix that nitrogen and that carbon together. It's going to help the bacteria that's in there break it down further. And then your end result is this wonderful black gold. And that is
you've
just
done it yourself.
You can use that as top dressings on your plants and stuff like that. Now, you know, one of the things that you asked me, Allison, was with the warm weather that we have coming up, what we can do to protect our plants. Now, let's say that we have some compost. One of the things that I would say to do, this is a daylily plant, and as you can see, it's dormant, but it's still got some green stuff going in there, right? Now, what you want to do is you can take some of the compost, pile that around the crown of the plant, and then take some leaves and use some leaves as a mulch. The compost is going to feed the plant, the leaves are going to protect the plant, and what that's going to actually do is keep the soil cooler than our daytime temperatures.
Love it.
And the plants aren't going to be tricked into growing up so soon.
Okay. Derek's the best. I just threw that question at you, and you just worked it all the way in with the compost, too.
Yeah.
We love you.
At Thomas Garden Guy, follow me, and we've got some great, great, great ideas.
Okay, over to you, Wisdom.
All right. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. All right, a special honor for the Godfather of Go-Go, plus the entertainment industry nominates its best. The nominees came out just a bit ago. Find out who's up for an Oscar next in the Buzz Bin.